From your experience being on the set, seeing them work hard, does their growth surprise you? These films are going for Oscars and all kinds of places. Does it surprise you, or you're like, ये तो होना ही था?
When RRR, of course, went to the Oscars, and it was like representation, you know.
Right. Coming to Salman Khan, very different again from all of them. All of them are different, but he's of course very different.
Yeah.
What was your impression before meeting him, and what changed?
My impression before meeting him was that he is very honest. And when I met him, I realized that he is exactly the same.
Okay.
There is no difference. Hi, I'm Pooja Hedge and you're watching me on Bollywood Hungama.
What makes Telugu industry such a welcoming industry? Whichever actress I've interviewed and they've worked with people there, everybody says it is very welcoming. What do you think makes them like that?
They're just lovely people, you know, at the end of the day. If your heart is good and you just, we're all in it to just make a film, and they're just great people. So that's why I've always had such a good experience.
Right. You know, from your experience being on the set, seeing them work hard, does their growth surprise you, or you knew this, you know, the way Rajamouli sir is going, the way these films are going for Oscars and all kinds of places, does it surprise you, or you're like, ये तो होना ही था?
I don't know if it is ye to hona hi tha, but it's definitely, I'm really proud of them.
Right.
You know, it's an industry that I feel like I belong to. So whenever it is doing really well, I'm like, yes, you know, it's a win for all of us who are working in the Telugu industry. So whenever, when RRR, of course, went to the Oscars, and it was like representation, you know, you feel so proud to see, especially for me to watch the Telugu, you know, Natu Natu being sung on stage. And I was just beaming with pride.
Wow. You know, when you saw them dance, when everybody saw them dance, when you met them after that or had a chat with after that, what did you tell both these guys? Tarak and...
I mean, of course, I wished all of them like congratulations. And when I spoke to Ram, I was like, we need to party, you know, about this. Like, that's great news.
Right. Coming to Salman Khan, very different again from all of them. All of them are different, but he's of course very different.
Yeah.
What was your impression before meeting him, and what changed?
My impression before meeting him was that he is very honest. He says whatever is on his mind. He's very like, I am who I am. And when I met him, I realized that he is exactly the same.
Okay.
There is no difference.
Right.
Who he shows you all like who he is who he is. And he's very big-hearted, very dildar. Like, there's always a lot of food on set. During lunch, there's like all these options. So he genuinely just spoils you.
Right. What is he like to a co-actor like yourself? Like, you know, when you are shooting with him, what is he like? We're told he's very caring. You said there's a lot of food.
Yeah.
What if you could explain to the audience, what is a day on a set like with him?
Anything can happen.
Okay.
Yeah, anything. I've realized that you just have to be spontaneous with him.
Okay.
You have to like think on your feet, adapt and move, and that kind of makes the scene better because now you're just being yourself. You're just trying different things, and you just have to be spontaneous. That's the best way.
That's the best way. Another thing before I wrap this interview is, what keeps you grounded, Pooja? One is going back to your family. Is that the most real part of your life that keeps you who you are?
I think my team keeps me grounded. My family keeps me grounded. I have friends, my school friends, who, you know, the jigri dost of friends, who some of them don't even watch films except for my films.
So sweet,
because they're just so busy with their lives. They're doctors, they're in pharmacology, and you know, they're very like busy people with their own businesses that it opens my mind that there's a whole other world out there and we're just like tiny specks in it.
Right.
At the same time, my parents, they are so honest about
yeah.
what my films are, what they feel. They keep me, they're like my biggest critiques.
Yeah.
Yeah, fully.
This
But
part of your life, they don't make you feel like a star. Will they tell you honestly if they don't like something?
for sure.
Okay.
And they will mince no words
Okay.
at all. I mean, they're also very supportive.
Yes, of
So I think it's a mix of everything. It's also the fact that my career has been something that has it's not that one film that did really well, and then
Sure.
after that, it's been like
Right,
directors
not
have
at all.
just,
Doing extremely well. Right.
yeah, queued up or whatever. I did that one film, then it didn't do well. Then I did a whole bunch of films that had great box office success.
Right.
So I think I remember the times in my life where I didn't have work and
Okay.
I have success. And because of that,
Right.
it kind of reminds me that it's, even if something is successful, it's momentarily. I think
Right.
it was Michael Jordan who said that you're only a success until you've done the act, and then you have to prove it again.
Right.
So that keeps me grounded.
That keeps you grounded.
Hi, I'm Pooja Hegde, and you're watching me on Bollywood Hungama.